Peace and love, everyone. It's Takesha of Afro-Can Holistic, and you are watching another session of Black Women Who Blaze. I'm here with a special guest, a colleague of mine from the Cannabis Coaching Institute, Yakima Palmer. Thank you for joining me today and sharing your story, your journey, and your business. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Peace and blessings to you as well.
Yes, yes, yes. So Yakima has recently graduated from CCI a few months ago now,
Yeah.
with her cannabis educators certification, right? You
Yes, I did.
the first cohort
Class
of
of,
that, yeah,
yes.
the first class of that. And how was that experience?
Actually, the experience was wonderful. I got a chance to network with a lot of other females pretty much in my cohort. And just to share the knowledge and experience that others were having with learning about cannabis was great. Um, our instructor, phenomenal, very well versed on all of the information she provided for us. The program, actually, they give you 6 months to do it. It took me about 3 months. It could have been shorter, but just I took my time doing it and everything was laid out for me. It was a great experience and I would recommend it to everyone. CCI is a great coaching institute for cannabis.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, thank you. Yeah, I had a definitely an excellent experience there. And to the point where I stayed involved with the community in Slack and then became a grad mentor there. And
Yeah.
this is where I was able to connect with you. So I am glad that CCI the CCI is up and running and creating this awesome community of cannabis professionals that come in from all walks of life.
Over.
And so
Yes.
we will definitely dive deeper into that portion of your journey. But before we begin, I'd like to let you introduce yourself, and then you can tell us where you're located.
Okay, sure. So again, my name is Yakima Palmer. I've been in in the healthcare field for over 25 years. I have experience working in the healthcare industry as a mental health counselor, a compliance auditor, a billing manager, and now a professor where I teach healthcare career classes for people that are in the coding profession, and also a cannabis educator.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Um,
You were
oh,
able
go
to
ahead.
combine it. Oh, I'm sorry. You were able to combine. It's just I love how you're able to combine all of your skill sets. Uh,
Yes. It's great. Working in the healthcare industry gave me the opportunity to actually see what people are experiencing every day. And I read healthcare records all day, every day as well. So I get to see firsthand what the providers are giving patients every day, all of the medications that people are taking and all of the different diagnoses. And it just gave me an idea of how I can help our community and get them well.
wow,
So
powerful.
this was
Powerful.
great.
Yeah, yeah, it's powerful because, like you said, you were able to, because you see firsthand in the healthcare industry as a healthcare professional, where people are still they're going to their medical providers with conditions and still not getting
Yep.
finding resolve and still having
Yep.
to deal with the conditions, and having to take pharmaceuticals, but you were able to tap into where you saw the need for education
Yes.
with cannabis and you jumped on it. So
Yes.
that's what that's what I love about it. Okay, so you went into your healthcare professional, and I interrupted. I apologize. I
Oh,
got
it's okay.
excited. I got excited. But where are you located?
So I'm located in Chicago in Illinois.
Oh, okay, okay. And so it's cannabis is medically and adult
Recreational.
use. Okay, so it is
Yes.
both. It is both. When did they become recreational?
I believe it was 20. 20 2020, January 2020.
Okay. Oh, right,
So
right, right.
yes,
Recently, it was recent. Right, it was recent. I did see that
yes.
Illinois had went, and I was just, at that time, I was just like jealous, like, sheesh, when is it gonna come over here? And it has in Connecticut. Uh,
Oh, good.
yeah,
What year?
2021.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, so
good.
we're coming up on 1 year of adult use being, legal.
Legal.
Right, per se. But okay, so in 2020 it became recreational legal. When did you know that you kind of wanted to get involved?
So actually, I was introduced to a cannabis company called Wakana, which is owned by four Black women here in Illinois.
Oh, wow.
And it actually made me become more interested in the cannabis field because I found out that they have the license and were able to get a micro dispensary. So I have a micro dispensary with them where I sell organic CBD products. And
Wow.
from there, I wanted to learn more on how I can educate people on this plant. So that's when I actually took those classes from CCI.
Wow, I just love the woman empowerment for
Yes.
Black women. The name Wakanda
Sure.
almost brings you to Wakanda, that place that we all fell in love with when we saw Black Panther. So I just love it. And, organic CBD, the fact that they were able to get the micro dispensary. And, I'm wondering, are they even micro cultivators? Like, is it there, have they moved into that space as well?
Not as of yet. All of our testing and things are done actually in Florida.
Okay.
So we're in the process of getting that underway too.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That
Yes,
is what I'm talking about.
yes.
That is what I'm
And
talking
I
about.
was actually just asked to be on their medical advisory board. So now I'm a member of the Wakana Medical Advisory Board too.
Okay, yes, I love it. So not only, right, not only are you a certified cannabis educator, okay,
Yes.
and a healthcare professional, but you sit on the board of a Black woman owned, distributor, you cannabis,
Yes.
CBD distributor. As
Yes.
yeah, I love it. I love it because I was gonna
Yes.
say I would love to even have a representative, from there, but that's you. You know
That's
what I mean?
me. You
That's
got
you.
it.
Right, right. Don't even have to ask. So,
You got it.
wow, wow, that is so impressive. And listen, this is just what I wanted for Black Women Who Blaze is to
Hmm.
show the different pathways of entering the industry, and how you can kind of get involved. And you don't have to start with a huge amount of capital
You
to get
don't.
involved and do, align with a company like Wakana,
Yep.
okay, and be able to now move up the ranks in the company and now sit on the advisory board. I love it.
Advisory board.
I
Yes.
love it. I love it.
Yes.
You over there, you over there in slacks, mad quiet, not
I
saying
know.
nothing, not dropping no jewels, minding my business over here in Chicago. Okay.
I know. I just got a lot going on. You'll find out once as we go through this meeting. This interview is it's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's get in it. So we went over you're in Illinois. It is recreational there, and medicinal. Are you a medicinal card holder?
Yes, I am. As of 20, what is this is 2022.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I became a card holder actually this year. So the beginning of this year, I became a card holder.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And why did
Yes.
you think that that was important, even though it was recreational?
Well, to me, I think it's important because of the health benefits for others that really need it, and because I was doing it recreationally, I felt that it was a need for me to go ahead and get be a legal patient to be able to to support my habits as well.
Yes, I get it. And then also, you can educate about the process, you know,
Yes,
to
yes,
those who, like you said, have the medical need, and medical patients. Oftentimes, I don't know what the the statutes are in your state, but I know in Connecticut we get access to higher amounts. We can start growing immediately. You know,
yes.
the THC, there's no THC cap on the percentage of THC the flower can have, or if there is, it's higher than those who
In
are
the
consuming.
regular.
Right.
And that's how it is for us as well
Okay.
too.
Yeah, so it's important. I definitely feel like, and for us, skin and kinfolk, I still want to make sure that this is my medicine. So you're not gonna try
Exactly.
me, and you're not gonna try me. So yeah, I love that. So how long have you been consuming cannabis?
So I started consuming cannabis in high school and on and off in college.
Okay.
And during that time, I actually so I started using it on and off at the age of, I want to say 22. I was a single parent of two boys. I always worked multiple jobs, went to school, and cannabis honestly helped me cope with everyday stressful duties as being a single parent.
Right.
And I was using it off and on. And in 2013, both of my boys were shot at and injured. And my oldest son didn't survive his injuries. So for me, using cannabis has helped me suffer through postpartum, um, post-traumatic stress, anxiety, and also chronic pain. So I realized how cannabis has continued to help me throughout my journey. And being this cannabis educator, I want to help others that are going through the same problems to help them as well.
Yes, yes. Thank you for sharing, for being so vulnerable and sharing that
Yes.
part of your life, because you know living in, for us coming up in, inner cities, urban
Hmm.
areas, coming a lot of times poverty stricken, food deserts, so many things that weigh upon us as a people. And then of course the violence
Mhm.
in the in the neighborhood, and
Oh my goodness.
the gun violence is astronomical, and what we have to deal with. And having a son, I have two sons as well, but having a son, that's one of the biggest anxieties and fears that we deal with as African American moms,
Every
you know,
day.
every
Every
single
day.
day, whether it's, and it's not just our sons, but also our fathers, our husbands, our brothers.
Yes.
It's we every single day. And whether it's between peers of theirs out in the street, or police or policy enforcers, we are always on that heightened sense of,
Here, yep.
yeah, fear.
Yep.
So the fact that you were able to consume cannabis and it was accessible to you and help you cope with such a traumatic loss,
Yes.
that nothing, no words or no one can really, you know, heal that and, and replace that. I,
Yeah.
it's just amazing how you even able to be here and share and smile. Like they don't
Man,
even
I'm
understand.
grateful, more
Yeah,
just more than grateful, more than grateful.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And I'm
Grateful to be
grateful to you.
here.
I'm grateful to you to keep going. I mean, oftentimes we don't have a choice, but to keep going,
Yep.
and to really be out here and helping others.
Others. And
Help.
that's my goal, is to help others, because I know I've been through it. The struggle is real.
Hmm.
And cannabis honestly has really helped me get through. And
Right,
it's not all about, I tell people, not about getting high. It's really just for relaxation and to stay balanced and focused throughout the day. And it's
right,
it's
right.
important. It's
Now you
important.
could have you could have went to of course a professional, and they would have prescribed you some medications to keep you, you know what I mean, take you. The one thing about cannabis is it helps
Yes.
you cope, but it doesn't try to numb it. You're
Exactly.
able to work through it and
Through it.
process it,
Yes.
process your pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've worked in the mental health hospitals, and I've seen it firsthand how giving patients all of the medications to me really didn't solve the problem.
Right,
It didn't. And I didn't want to be one of those patients.
right, right, right. And so after you began the healing journey, with cannabis after losing your son and nursing your other son back to health,
Yes.
because that's, now you have to be there for him
Yes.
same time as a single mom. Like this is real out here.
This is real.
This is not reality TV here. This is
Right.
in real time, present day. Um,
Right.
you continue to work and do what you've done, and you decided to get involved in the industry. And is that when Wakanda came in?
Yes. So actually I've been in with Wakanda just for 2 years right now.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, just for 2 years. So in those 2 years is when I realized, this is what I need to be doing, is educating people on this plant.
Right, right, right. It's especially, yeah, and you're pioneering it. And I see there's so many other women, black women in Illinois, that
Mhm.
are advocates. So you really, that is really, I guess, what your advocacy work is, the education part.
Education. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Because there's so many areas that we need advocates, of course,
Hmm.
in the systemic change and restorative justice, those fighting for social equity, those going to, the Capitol, working on policy, but then
Policies.
you have those of us that right, focus on the health benefits of the plant and raising awareness of what the plant is able to do, telling
Hmm.
our own story, advocating for our own health and
Yep.
access to it. So there's so many ways to advocate. It's not just one. And so I love what you're doing. I do.
Thank you.
I love what
Thank you.
you're doing.
Thank you.
And so you went into, your journey after I asked you how long you've been consuming. So what is your preferred delivery method? How do you consume it?
Now I consume it. I eat my plant basically. So I decarb it. I use the decarb method, and I actually just eat it. Honestly, when I tell people that, they're like, "Eat it." So
Right.
I'll make a smoothie every day, and in my smoothie, I just put my plant in my smoothie,
Okay,
and
you
that
eat greens.
yes, I eat my greens, and I microdose. So I'll have a smoothie in the morning time, and then throughout the day I'll do tinctures or gummy just to keep me balanced for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. So your preferred is as an edible.
as an edible or a
As
tincture. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. I like that because I think that I became more I built a better relationship with the plant when I started to do it that way. When I started,
Okay.
when it became part of my nutrition and stuff like that, that's when I knew, okay, it's so much bigger.
Yes, it
Before it
is.
was just, something I was doing to, pass time, and like you said, recreational, relax,
No.
what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
as I, built a better relationship with it and started to study more, about it, and it was really me being conscious about everything I was consuming. So I had to dive into not just, my food and like you said, we were talking about water earlier. Um, but even my
Absolutely.
medications, the stuff I put on my body.
Yep.
And so it was okay, what are you smoking and where are you accessing it from? And can they tell you anything about it? And I started to move away from that. And that's what really pushed me to become a medicinal patient, to have
Yes.
access to, you know, what was out there.
Oh, correct.
Yeah, so I agree. I enjoy edibles. That's probably my favorite
Is
delivery
it?
method. It is, yeah. I love infusing food. I love to do
Yes.
it.
And it lasts longer.
Right, right, right. So as far as cannabis prohibition, federally now because it's legal in your state, But has that ever affected you in the past? Like, have you ever had to deal with that type of, yeah, you know,
No, honestly, it hasn't affected me. I've seen it affect other people, but me personally, I haven't been affected by it. But the people that I have seen affected by it, they're still locked up. And I just believe that we need to get these laws and regulations on cannabis
yeah,
restricted. If we need more laws and advocacy for our city, and I believe that people are getting locked up for a plant that is actually helpful for us,
right.
and it's coming soon. I'm just hoping that it'll be sooner than later.
Right, right. I agree. I agree that, that's the unfortunate part. And, I was saying that what we don't want is for all of these, companies to get involved in the industry as these states open up and become recreational legal, to the point where privatized prisons are getting, a hand in there. And you have people
Yep.
who are locked up for the same plant now out there, working, because that's what they now use the prison population for labor. Um,
Right.
so now working on hemp and cannabis, grow farms, and you've been locked up for something like that. Like, I can't even imagine some, atrocity like that. So yeah, it's important for us to make sure that federal legalization happens, but that those laws reflect people being, released, expunged, and some reparatory justice happening and them being compensated for being locked up,
Exactly.
especially
Very
nonviolent.
soon.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I think it just has to, the language has to be in the law, and it has to be, I don't want to see, federal legalization happen before certain other things are in place first, because I'm seeing
Mhm.
states do it, and y'all doing it wrong, so
Right.
yeah, yeah, that's
Right.
important. Um, so yeah, as a mom, I think you spoke about that earlier, but has cannabis been helpful in supporting that role? You know, we have the whole Canna Mom movement happening now, and moms are saying, "Hey, this plant is helping me be a better mom." So,
It's helping. So I have 4 grandchildren, 4,
wow,
and actually have custody of my 9-year-old granddaughter from my son. So I have my granddaughter, she lives with us. And as a grandmother, a full-time grandmother, cannabis is much needed. Homework, just the everyday duties of being a parent, it really helps. And, just to keep me sane, doing homework and raising a child over again,
yes.
it's
Right, right. And at the time where you thought I'm done, now I can kind of do the things that and then you took, yes, you took her in it, and definitely commended that. But that is just what you're the grandmother, but that's what we do as mothers of
that's what we
civilization.
do, nurture and
Yeah,
support. Yep.
yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And she definitely needs, her being a young girl, female, she needed that matriarch to come
Yes.
and say, I got you, but grandma gotta do her thing, because I'm a grandma now. You things
Yes.
have changed, but that, and fairly, you're a fairly young grandmother. You're
Yes.
not into the seniorship yet, but we know that cannabis is helpful for seniors.
It is very helpful. I have a 90-year-old grandmother that
Wow.
I actually send her cannabis products because it helps her with her joint pains. The rubbing cream helps her, and she has chronic pain and she can't sleep. So cannabis has really helped my grandmother too.
Wow, that's beautiful. That
Yes.
is beautiful that she's
Yes.
love your grandmother. She's 90. Like that. Awesome.
90. Yes.
Awesome. Right. We out here
Yeah.
in our 90s. Yes. I plan to be
Yes.
what do they call a centurion? That I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be up there triple digits. Okay.
Right.
Watch out. Watch out with cannabis as in my toolkit. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
I agree. I agree. So, what changes do you want to see, as everything opens up and as a cannabis educator? What changes do you think you want to see specifically in the space?
I would want to see people have more access to this plant, to have the access and to have people there to give them the information on this plant, the correct information on how to access the plant, the benefits of the plant, um, to actually look at the to make sure you're getting the actual needs of the plant, if I'm saying that correctly,
Yeah.
the legislative changes so that we can, enforce these rules and regulations on people that are incarcerated so they can get out. I would just love to advocate for people so that we can access this plant, honestly, and to
Right.
provide the education for those that need it, because we all need it. And this Western medicine that we're being provided is not really helping us at all.
Go ahead
At
and
all.
go ahead and preach. Okay, preach into it.
'Cause-
This is what I love is that now you are prepared to get out there. I mean, you've already been an educator, but you came to CCI and now you just added, some more information and science to back what you already know
Back it
and
up.
were already helping people with. So I'm excited to see what you create and how you're able to educate in your community, obviously, but even nationally. I would love to
Yes.
continue to connect and as your platform grows and what you do. Okay,
Thank you.
advisory board member. Like
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
love to see it. And do you have any projects or anything coming up that you want to share with anyone? Make sure you share about the products that you.
Sure.
Mhm.
So, what I was going to say, actually, with Wakana, we have a flat belly lifestyle healthcare side as well. So, I actually got certified 2 weeks ago. I'm a certified wellness coach now.
Okay, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
So
I love
I
it.
have the power to do bioscans on people. And these bioscans are not no radiation. It's a scan that will scan your whole body and tell you on a cellular level what's going on with your organs.
Wow.
Are your organs functioning properly?
Mhm.
And from that, I will provide my clients with a plant-based lifestyle on how to detox. And I'm also doing blood type testing. So I've been giving people their blood types and telling them based on their blood types what they should be eating and
Yes.
shouldn't be eating.
Yes, yes. I was definitely I have a couple of books on how to eat for your blood type.
Blood type,
If you didn't know, if you didn't already know, that's good. Like you say, you have access to let them know this information, but exactly incorporating all of those things into your overall wellness and the
wellness.
body scan sounds amazing,
It is.
Yeah,
I had my first event Sunday, and it was a great turnout. I had over 25 people. I
wow.
provided blood types for everyone. They were actually grateful just to know what's going on in their body before the alarms go off, because we go to the doctor and they tell you, oh, your blood pressure is high. Why is it high? Tell me why it's high. What can I do instead of you giving me this medication? Let's talk about it.
Right, right. What's
You
causing it?
know,
Is it the food? Is it that, we know a lot of times it can be your organs, your kidneys, something
exactly.
going on that's causing, the blood pressure to be raised. So yeah, I love that. I love that. So along with, now being on the advisory board, you're also a certified health and
A
wellness
wellness,
coach.
wellness coach.
Right,
Yep.
a wellness coach, and you're certified cannabis educator.
Cannabis educator.
So yeah, I know your events are gonna be packed. Okay.
Yes.
Packed and impactful.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you
You
so
know,
much. Thank you so
congratulations.
much.
So what message do you have for other Black women who consume cannabis and would like to get involved in the work?
I would say stay focused and determined. Don't let no one steal your joy. We live in a stressful industry, but when you're determined, stay focused and network with other Black women and, and other individuals that are in this field. And we're here to help you. We're here to help you and guide you.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. And
Yes.
do you have a website that you want to share with everyone? And all of her contact information will be in the description. Wakana website, and everything else she's doing, any events, I will make sure it's in the description.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Keisha.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But you can go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you, follow you on IG, or and
Yes, you can follow me on IG at Yaks, YAKS _wellness. And my website for CBD products is Yaks, YAKS And my website is under construction, but I'll have that up soon.
right, right. It's coming soon. You see, she
It's
got a
coming
lot
soon.
going on, so
Yes.
you got to compile it all, and it has to make sense, right? Because that's what we do. We're integrating all of the things that we have done previously into now this new industry and aligning it with our purposes and missions. And we want you to be able to do the same. So, if you are a woman who consumes cannabis, Black woman who consumes cannabis for her health and well-being, you are in the industry as an employee, you started a business, we want to hear from you, and come on and share your story and connect with us. We want to build a large network of Black women in the
Yes.
industry, blazing trails, blazing the way.
Yes.
So I appreciate you for
Thank
sharing
you.
your time with me. Like, subscribe, and follow the channel. Make sure you follow all of her social media, reach out to her, purchase her products, check out her website, and see what it is that she provides and how it can help you. And if you're interested in the cannabis certified cannabis educator program, there will be a link in the description to check out CCI, my link. And and I'll see you in Slack if you join.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Peace and love, everyone. Again, hit me up on IG at
Okay.
Afro Canna Holistic and at Black Woman Who Blaze. I always forget to plug myself, but it is what it is. And until next time, talk to you soon. Peace.
Peace.